What is up, random person on the internet? RTG here, back with some more Humankind. And today, we will probably move on to the next era. Taking a quick look at... well, there's a strong consideration we had for the pirates. Sparkling plunder. 2% food, industry, money, science on all cities per army poaching resources. So if you get 5 armies poaching, that's an additional 10% of everything. Additionally, you get 2 combat strength on outlaws, so that's if you plunder something, your unit becomes an outlaw for some number of turns. And extra health regeneration if you're plundering. And being pirates, they don't really have a settle down, so you get 2 unique units. Buccaneer, so they get Spotter, which removes enemy bonuses from being behind forests, or well, being hidden in forests or behind walls. So those are really good for attacking cities. Same with the Sapper unit that we currently have. They're also gunners. And unlike most units from this era, like say Conquistadors, Conquistadors don't, for some reason I thought the units in this era just had move or shoot. I was mistaken, but we may be able to get this from our ally, so if we can, I'm definitely building Buccaneers. Pirates may just be a good allied unit to build. And you also get the sloop escort ships, so they're fast, cheap, and they have grape shot, so they gain combat bonus strength when attacking enemies at close range. But I will pick the Maori, plus 30 stability per ongoing war on all cities. More wars, more stability. Minus 5 unit upkeep per ongoing war. So all our units are cheaper to upkeep, and plus 1 combat strength per ongoing war. And this stays with us. Their unique unit is a unique naval transport. So ignore penalties from deep waters. I don't know if that coincides with the Polynesian benefit that we have, but after moving in battle, the unit receives bonus combat strength for defense. So if you push forward, you push for an attack, you attack, you get extra combat strength on the defense. We get the a replacement to the garrison, or a unique garrison, extra stability, combat strength for units in or adjacent to it, and fortifies adjacent districts. So this is a good stability boost late in the game, or in the mid game. Now we just need to get to it. For that, we are just largely waiting on our capital to finish what it's building.
Your people see it as a place of safety and a symbol of power. Only your friends know of the extensive wine cellar.
I don't see... It may be... oh, here they are. Buccaneers, we can build them. Yep, that's not what I wanted to pick. Tier 3 goes up in a turn. A stone ring. Who has the stronger faith output? 2 here. 2 here. You know what? If we put Another religious district. Where did I put the the previous stone rings is over here. If we do some holy days, yeah, extra faith on holy sites. So you get the privilege of building a holy site for us. Conveniently, we get the last rites in the holy city of Kawuko. It's famous. Oh, the holy city of Kawuko is famous across the world. Every year, thousands of followers of the faith come to the city in their old age, hoping that if they die, they will be able to partake in funeral rites near to the stone rings. This practice has been condoned for many years, but space is becoming limited, and tensions between locals and outsiders grow more heated with each passing season. How should the incoming faithful be treated? Refuse them to get celebrating? Why? Welcome them to get prosperous? Or we can limit them to get fanatical. So Kawuko gets extra faith on districts. Okay. Hopefully one of these is saltpeter. No idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. There is a non-0% chance that something here is saltpeter. You guys kind of wish you weren't heading that way still. Honestly, Edgar,
hello.
You are early modern. You should be looking at the tech tree. Okay, we can see Edgar's techs, which means he does not currently have centralized power. So he has peasants, same as us. Interesting tidbit of information. He is militarist, so that is less than ideal. Maori are also militarists. That is kind of ideal. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. He has height advantage over in Babylon. And the Temple of Artemis, by the look of it. But Krakow is, from what I can tell, not that well defended. And having a territory here makes it easy to springboard over here. So with that very, very lightly thought out plan, you, I guess, go on auto explore because you aren't useful for much otherwise. The capital is 5 turns off. Losing food because it is overpopulated. Okay, we just kind of have things being built at the moment. Oh, speaking of, we should probably knock out a few of these. So back to this, finish that in 1 turn, knock those guys out. Okay, guilds, so it makes purchasing of guilds makes the purchasing of items cheaper. Capital has 2 going on 1 turn. Is this worth purchasing out? No, not really.
I greet you with great warmth.
Arms deal, so we can get promo Choi for whatever reason. That's honestly not the best deal for us. Diplomatic cooperation though.
For you. I think you'll like it.
This arrangement would see both our empires prosper.
Fascinating.
Empires can see each other's stealth units. Sure. Customs union.
We would all benefit
Okay.
from growing closer.
We are fully stocked with the pirates.
I see much merit in your proposal. Accepted.
I think that this calls for a celebration.
So the seller still gains the same amount of money, but it makes purchasing much cheaper for us. Do we want to purchase saltpeter? It gives us no benefit at the moment. I rather spend that on some luxuries. Tea and salt. Yes, it is potentially wasting resources, potentially wasting, what's the word? What is the word? It's wasting gold on upkeeping it. But I think that is fine. Okay, you have finished all your production stuff, so your production is actually kind of decent. You are not that close to being overpopulated. Tier 2. Capital is about to finish that. You still have a few turns on those guys. Do we have any lingering grievances?
How do you do? I greet you with
So, please.
where have you, friend? You are a warm.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not worth.
What concerns you today?
Extra grievance means we're closer to a diplomat star. You still have a bit of a wait. Yes, you can go on auto explore. You actually finished everything. Color me impressed. You still have 2 turns. So something I can knock out in 2 turns. Okay. You guys start heading over to the Galapagos. Same with you guys. You can save some turn on the ship, on the rings. You finally made it over here. for us to have nothing to do with you. You guys can wait one turn. Okay, all of you have been finished. So I'm going to put some time into this. And now we move. Ha! Look at it.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. Masters of the maritime, the Maori certainly didn't lack for ships or warriors to fill them. You have unlocked seafaring. To safely travel the dangerous, hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now, and have a better chance of getting away with it.
You're saying we can actually claim a wonder? With options? Huh. I wasn't expecting this. I do know there are 2 new wonders, 2 new world wonders, cultural wonders that can be built. I believe they are both late game. So with this, we are catching up to the kind of catching up to the AI. This gives us Taj Mahal gives extra fame. St. Basil's gives faith, which could be useful. Brussels Town Hall would have been useful because that is extra fame every time you build something. Machu Picchu not so much, and by the look of it we might even take it. This gives extra combat strength per veterancy level. And every time you retire a unit, it gains 100 gold per unit, that per veterancy level that it had. Not per 100 money per units destroyed. I think. Oh, right. We haven't claimed a wonder since like the first era, so these are particularly cheap. I think St. Basil's get a lot of stability, influence per adjacent districts, faith. So that means we actually have to finish that up. Production here dropped for some reason. I'm not. You might be because you lost population, but you are the same population you started with. It's 3 turns for that. No, those ships are probably going to get over there faster than we can. So we ball. You are going to want St. Basil's. We do get adjacency bonuses, so I don't want you completely away from everything. Seems like a good enough spot. Somebody might help us build it. You have all your units, and I forgot to start you. I forgot to set you moving. You are conveniently here, so set that on fire. You can go and pick stuff up. I don't want to run you into a hostile army, but you may just end up doing it anyway. someone who's working on the rings, right? I'm going to help you out. Okay, we want saltpeter. That is our priority. After saltpeter, we get 3-masted ship. There is no saltpeter in the capital. There is no saltpeter in our territory. That, as we say in the industry, is less than ideal. There's no saltpeter in the Caribbean. And not... How did you get up to 17 pop already? This is going to be annoying. Fine. No access as far as I can see to saltpeter, which means we're going to have to import it. And we're going to need at least 3.
Friend, you are a warming presence in a cold world.
Does this not change maintenance costs? Oh, it's going to increase it by that much. Okay. Saltpeter purchased. Grab some horses while we're here. And copper. So that makes our cities better at least. You can build a harbor. And run. Run like the seas, my friend. This territory is still unclaimed. Oh, sorry. This territory is still unclaimed. I guess if anyone's going to have it, should be you. Still holds on to stability, gives you a better harbor, so you contribute to science. We could, after we get, darn it, okay. Edgar has both gunpowder and centralized power. Figured as much, but still annoying. So we are going to want to upgrade our spearmen to halberdiers. So we will ideally like to we would ideally like to settle the Galapagos. What? Why are you telling me that you can settle when there are no tiles for you to even stand on? Okay, so we're going to push for the Galapagos. Whoever can get there the fastest. This disappeared right in front of our eyes. This hopefully won't do the same. These guys are going to be annoying by burning our stuff down. So we may have to stop off here. They have better boats than we do. Okay, can get a par. Same here. St. Basil, someone is helping us build. Okay, these guys moved off of the city, or the outpost. Last guy, make your way downtown. If we help with this, maybe, well, we should get some gold out of it that we can turn around and turn into, can turn that gold around and purchase some resources with it. Going to bring these guys closer as potential bait so these guys don't try anything funny. You move away from these guys. You go back on auto explore. The lost cities of gold. Trade caravans laden with precious riches arrive often in the city of Kauka. So much so, in fact, that envious locals often come to gawp at the treasures unloaded by foreign merchants. Stories of where the riches hail from are rife. Now rumors are spreading that there exists a legendary city across the seas where, such is the wealth, that it lies beneath the lands. The streets are paved with gold. Every citizen wears jewelry encrusted robes, and every piece of humdrum pottery is lined with gems. How should you leverage such speculation? Discover, we lose a pop, 1,000 gold, but a chance of something happens. Debunk to get invested, or we can indulge and get gold. I don't think I've ever tried discovering. It's going to give us extra stability on our emblematic units, but we're going to lose 5 stability per city. Capital, you have a bunch of stuff going on. Okay.
The formal name of the cathedral is as ornate as the place itself. Cathedral of the Intercession of the Holy Virgin on the Moat.
Lost City of Gold Part 2. Several years have passed since the great expedition of young, plucky adventurers set off to discover the fabled Lost City of Gold. For years, no word was heard of their travels, but just yesterday they finally returned, walking proudly through the capital's gates, heads held high. Their faces are bleached by sun and wind, their bodies taut and rippled. But of the riches they sought, there is no sign. Instead, they bring a wreath of stories, tales of vanquished foes and incredible sights. How will you greet them in their return? Acclaim, so we get patriotic, so the capital produces units quicker. What is the capital's production rate on units right now? We take 2 turns off crossbowmen, a turn off pikemen. We take a turn off our sapper. We can chronicle to get gold for 20 turns, or we can recruit. It brings us immediately back up to our axis, but we get a unit. And that unit is a gunner. Honestly, yeah. Saves us a lot of turns in production, and the fact that we are importing saltpeter makes it all the better. so we don't have to build it ourselves. Okay. This gives us a lot of stability, which in hindsight, ooh. Oh, right, with St. Basil's completed, you're gonna get a lot of stability. Also, stability per adjacent district. So, well, influence per adjacent district. Swordsmen would be slower because we don't have access to 5 iron. Not sure what I need from you right now. None of these are screaming to me. I guess more basic infrastructure for the first time since we started. We are going to want our cities to grow faster. That's free, literally free real estate, and then we can bounce up over here to our next ally. Okay, we now have access to Saltpeter and I don't remember their names. Our religion is spreading. Okay, over here is kind of influenced by Edgar, surprisingly. And the rest of the territory is a mix of Judaism and Shintoism. But we are also spreading to the Middle East for whatever reason. You should be on auto explore. Okay, move a tile and then go on auto explore. Okay. You are working on your power. Sadly, we won't be able to build any more because... Oh, wait, no. We can build them all the way over here. Which does not... Oh, we can build it up north. Which would actually potentially help military escapades. Sure. Gain stability on the capital.
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Gilgamesh doesn't even have the ability to build his own unique unit. Ha. Could not be me. Diplomatic cooperation. Wait.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a
Oh right, Gilgamesh has the ability to do diplomatic stuff on his own.
A very generous...
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
Can we get open
We would
borders?
all benefit from growing closer.
We cannot, because you're charging me. But it is a step in the right direction. You finished your last unit. Oh, you were helping to build the world wonder. Cogs, do you guys upgrade to cogs? I don't have anyone nearby. We do have an upgrade to crossbowmen, but that's gonna be expensive. We can really fortify this area. We can get a bunch of money. That's kind of what we needed. And I kind of need to end the episode, but things are going good. I am fine saving a turn on that. We have all the... Well, this is going to conclude the basic production stuff for the capital. Oh, no, never scratch that. Access to copper. This makes makers quarters better. This is industry for rivers. Why do I not have this? That is a lot of industry. As opposed to, like, this is 42 as opposed to 6. And then can switch that around. Capital does not need the stability. Matter of fact, we should probably be building districts in the capital. We do not have centralized power, so we don't have draftees. Edgar also now has all the way up to supply lines. His production is producing, I can say that. Those guys have these guys have 2 crossbows, so I don't want to necessarily engage them on the fight. I don't want to necessarily engage them in a fight. Okay, you have finished the power. Is this the city that gives faith on commons quarters, science and food on commons quarters? So capital. Our fish traps, I believe, count as farmers' quarters. So a commons quarter here. A maker's quarter, farmer's quarter here. Probably scrap that out of the list completely. And I guess another maker's quarter, farmer's quarter here. You can work on this for our ally. Maybe people will eventually start helping you.
Well, I've certainly never seen a 2-tiered waterfall crashing through a volcanic landscape before. Quite impressive.
Another free real estate territory. You are moving there in 7 turns. I forgot that we can claim a wonder. Taj Mahal is extra gold if the city's settled. Tokapi is 5% industry and industry influence per adjacent makers quarters, but the hotel isn't all that. So these wonders I am kind of meh on. This guy is like on our tail and it's kind of intimidating, isn't the word. Okay, a vote. Yeah, trade. Okay, what things do I want out of this city? It's going to take 30 turns for a buccaneer, mainly because we don't have the iron. How much iron do we need? 7. We are currently producing, well, I think we produce, yeah, we produce 4, so we aren't importing iron from anyone.
Pleasure to see you, friend.
Excuse me? Oh.
You have
Oh
ear.
my.
Tell me what you wish to discuss.
So
This proposition should be in all our best interests. Oh,
that is a
it's
thing.
not worth worrying about.
You are a rare gem.
I mean, we are still allies, but you are still allies, but she was vassalized. Huh. Quite the turn of events. Okay, we can build buccaneers. Honestly, I think we should knock out a couple. And I guess you work on a sloop is gonna take you forever. Capital is doing too much already. You can also work on 2 sloops. I want some military unit to get here as soon as possible. Okay, Krakow is rotating population.
Your proposal makes
Arms deal
good
so we can get
sense.
samurai.
I say yes.
This would cost us, but
This proposition should be in all our best
you seem to be quite a person of the world. Okay, I need to end the episode. I am just going to continue playing if I don't force myself to stop. But
Speak. I find you diverting.
Edgar and I are both militarist, but our war support seems to be defaulting at a pretty low number. Yeah, we should, based on our vigilance, have a resting
Come,
war support
relax.
of
Let us speak.
How you
80.
doing, friend?
A pleasure to see you, friend.
Or no, it makes it so that we can declare war when we can. What is it? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to make it it's more expensive for enemies to declare war on us, but it also makes it easier for us to declare war on enemies because we should have a resting war support of 80. Conundrums. And movement is very slow in the water. You don't seem to upgrade into anything. Okay, we are resting at 8th place.
Your empire is an enigma.
A lot of empires are currently at war.
Wondering if
Edgar is also at war, which is good for us. We should propose open borders.
I have a proposition for you.
He'll.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
I feel like
As you wish.
him countering it is better for him than it is for us. Okay, religious minorities, we don't have a pick for. Professional soldiers, maybe better to get conscripts so we can get our units out quicker. That's gonna save what, 30%? 30% of 30 is like 10 turns. And you should also be coming out of up top there. And military units come from up top there. So yeah, I'm going to switch that over.
This should improve efficiency and camaraderie, but it'll probably cause a lot of complaining.
So this gives our garrisons. This is influence on emblematic districts. This is stability on garrisons. But drops these down significantly. Capital. Okay, we're going to be losing gold. I do want the House of Scribes and barracks into. Ooh, right. These cost money to produce. Fine. Two cogs. Just to get our military strength up and our population down. You can be turned into a city, but you are less useful. And you... we no longer control 60% of you. So put that over here. So at least the ideological proximity will increase. It's going to take away some gold from us, but the gold can be made back. Let's see. You take you out of the queue. Okay. With that, I have been RTG. Wait, let me Make sure these are arranged in a sensible order. Okay, yeah, seems good. Seems good. With that, I have been RTG. You have been you. Peace, love, tranquility to all of you, and I will see you next time.